Hello everybody, Raptor Programs back with our first IRL video. Today, we went to, actually May 3rd, we went to the Jurassic Park concert in Raleigh. But not only that, we also went to the Raleigh Museum, and we got a whole bunch of cool stuff. We saw a whole bunch of cool stuff, and I'm ready to show you it. Before we get in, just make sure if you like my content, like, comment, and subscribe, and now we'll get into it. Alright guys, we are literally just about to leave for Raleigh to see the brand new Jurassic Park orchestra theater, and I'll catch you guys when we get to the train. And this is where we went to the train station, and we're getting ready to hop on. We found these cool chairs, well I did, and then also these cool statues, and this is where the train came in. I was just kind of having fun, because this is one of my first times actually on a train, because usually I fly, so here's the train coming in. It was really cool. It's very crazy to have a train blow right past you, and you don't really see how big they are, but here we're on the train, and we got a pretty cool spot where I was able to record some pretty cool things. This was about a 3-hour train ride to Raleigh, so I made myself comfortable and prepared some new videos. Like the Jurassic Park stop motion, I kind of did some editing on the train, but I was just honestly recording because this was honestly really fun to go to. And also I was just so excited to show you guys this as well, where I wouldn't really have recorded or taken photos of anything. So I also want to thank you guys. But anyway, back to the video. Yeah, I was just kind of recording us going into the kind of some nice stops. I basically recorded us going to, and we stopped here, or slowed down a bit, as I'm pretty sure a train was going past us. And here's my setup. I had the Starbucks Frappuccino. We were then in Salisbury for our stop, and then we also went across a river, which I'm planning on making Jurassic World Evolution 3 content, and this just kind of got my gears turning. Is how I like to say it. They're really just a whole bunch of ideas flowing into my head for stop motions and stuff. And then here we pick up on the river. We went over it again, or it was next to us, and it was really enjoyable to just go here. And then also we found this cool little dirt area as well, and then it was just kind of cool because it kind of reminded me of the Lost World Worker Village. And then we went to this place. This was our next train station stop. We had a lot of stops, but there was one thing here that really made me very angry. And you might be able to see it, but it was this misaligned sewer drain, which was very crazy and stuff. But then we stopped in Salisbury, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember. And then here's where we got out, in Raleigh, North Carolina. And guys, we are now in the room. This is where we're going to be staying for the night. And this is just going to be kind of our little base of operations for the night. We got a beautiful view, and down there is the concert where we're gonna see the Jurassic Park Orchestra. Of course, we got 2 beds. Not really a lot, because we're also not gonna spend that much time in here, but well worth it. And now we're gonna cut to us at the front of the museum. And then we decided to go to the museum, and here was us just kind of like in front of the museum. We also saw some of the animals as well. We also got the little like ticket, or we also saw the dino store. But first, we went to the restaurant they have there, and it was really cool. They had like these old, like kind of like old style beepers, and then we went to the dino store, where you kind of have like dino claws, cool books and stuff, dino teeth, obviously like plushies, t-shirts, hats, but a lot of them were a little small for me. Then these cool like little collectible dino skulls. I actually got something there. It was a T-Rex skull. I'll put it up on screen, but it's really, really cool. And then they also didn't just have dinos, they had like astronaut stuff, kind of like bugs as well, like kind of like random stuff, planets as well. And then they also just kind of had like pink and blue stuff. And then here you go, Manta, you got Zororex. And then we went to one of my favorite places here, or the best place here, the Dueling Dinos. I was really excited to go here because at first I thought it was the Velociraptor and Protoceratops Dueling Dinos, but it's actually the Nanotyrannus and Juvenile Triceratops. And I didn't know it, but they have the actual like fossils here. Oh, but this one's like a replica, so. But like you could see my hand there, it's like big. It's kind of like, and they also had like these cool neon lights, and yeah, and then they had this cool like briefing as well. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I don't want to get copyright issues, but I'll play a little bit of it. They have this awesome little like hologram or like light display. The fossils you see on screen were actually like right there. Though again they are replicas, they're just kind of like showing you like how they were posed up when they found the skeletons. And here you go, they shine a light that like gives them the skin as well. It was so cool. Then there you can see the actual fossils. And this was just like such a cool experience because this is like one of the closest times I've ever been to a fossil, like a real fossil. And it was just really cool to show how digging up Nanotyrannus teached us that there may be more differences in dinosaurs that we don't know about. How now we're probably gonna have to go back through most of our juvenile Tyrannosauruses and see if they're Nanotyrannus or they actually are juvenile Tyrannosaur. Still getting used to the having to like talk, you know. But anyway, it was really entertaining. It was really cool to it was like really like captivating to keep you there. And then they also questioned us like, what if like this Nanotyrannus and this juvenile Triceratops actually didn't fight each other, and they were just washed into a ditch. And then here are the actual fossils. This was so awesome to see. You can see like the little like arm, well not like a little arm, like my like the Nanotyrannus' actual arm. And there you go, the Dino Lab. This is in Raleigh. Again, this is the Raleigh Natural History Museum, I'm pretty sure. And you can go there for free. We went there for free and we got to see this for free. It was really awesome. And you can see that big rock right there in the top left is the actual fossil. And then we saw Therizinosaurus or Bapiosaurus. I'm pretty sure it was Therizinosaurus. Pretty sure. And then we kind of looked around a bit. just not really a lot interesting. And then here are like little like skeleton samples and such. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember because this was again May 2nd to May 3rd, and then here is their Nanotyrannus. I was really surprised to see that this is actually like a big boy, and like a big boy indeed. Here is like a Homalocephaly, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. Glyptoceras. Wait, no. I think it's a Jurassic World Alive Glyptoceras. Never mind. But back on track, here is kind of like mammoth, like cold bone, like a mammoth kind of thing. I saw and it looks pretty cool, you know. And then here is like, this astonished me. John B. McMillian Science Atrium. It was this really cool, like, little, like, cylinder cone thing. They had a Camarasaurus there. They had cool, like, Pterodactylus circling at the top. And, like, they were on, like, motors, so, like, they were actually, like, moving. And then, as you can see on screen, there was Carcharodontosaurus. And seeing this guy, I'm pretty sure my dad saw me go absolutely wild over there. And like, it was so cool. I like looked at like the foot, and then I also kind of like looked at all the signs, of course. And it was just like, this was one of my most favorite times to be a dino nerd. Cause I could just like go here and be like, ha, without even looking at the sign, I'm like, ha, that's Camarasaurus, that's Carcharodontosaurus. And then we kept walking and we found like all these cool, like we started off with like Hadrosaurus and such. It was really cool. They also had like the Cenozoic, but we're here for the dinosaurs, guys. Ha ha ha. And then they kind of showed how like Hadrosaurs were like good mothers and such on these signs. You could see like an egg a little bit back. But what I was here for was I was on a mission. I was on a mission for Allosaurus. And don't worry, we found Allosaurus, ladies and gentlemen. There, no, that's Gorgosaurus, my bad. Or Albertus. Nope, that's Albertosaurus, my bad, guys. But yes, we found Albertosaurus in case anyone likes Albertosaurus. And then we have the T-Rex, kind of like a slimmed down T-Rex skull. Just really giving you the like sidelines, but it was like really cool to see this guy. And then also the meteor, they kind of give us like some more about the meteor. We were actually able to like touch like an actual meteor, right? It was like really cool, kind of explains what a fossil is. And now we go to the snakes. The snakes were like really cool. They have live snakes. They have like little hatches on the door. I don't know why they have live snakes here, but they do. It's like the snakes of North Carolina. Yeah, the Rolling Museum is really like, kind of like talks about the animals in North Carolina, or like the history of North Carolina. So you got like your cottonmouth, your copperhead, all that. And it was just like a really cool experience, because my favorite like animal like that's still alive are snakes. And then there you go, your copperhead. And like copperheads, I did not know they were this big. Because, like, you can, like, search up, like, how big is a copperhead? And you could be like, oh, okay. It doesn't seem that big. But then when you see it in real life, it's, like, huge. It's kind of scary. Like, makes you think, oh, and then we went to Bricks and Minifigures. I don't have any footage, just that. And then here we are. We're going there now. And when we, like, dressed up nice for this Jurassic Park in concert, this is what you guys have been waiting for. This is what you have been waiting for. They have this amazing walkthrough. You were just kind of able... Sorry, my bad. Man. So, I'm gonna give you some of the concert. And now we obviously weren't able to record anything, but it was an amazing experience. Here's us during intermission. And I gotta admit, this is probably one of the most funnest things I've been to in a long while. I'll proceed to explain on the way back to the hotel and us in the morning. It was kind of like a very awesome experience. If you've ever been in 4D, it's kind of like that, except with the 3D glasses and all the vibrations and stuff. And the music is just unreal. The orchestra is right under the movie screen, and it's just you feel like you're right there in the scene, with the T-Rex breaking out and the serious music playing, or the Raptors in the kitchen. You feel like you're actually alongside those characters. It's kind of insane how they were so on point, and so they worked as one so well to make something that I would love to see Jurassic Park Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, the whole Jurassic trilogy in this Jurassic Park concert. And this kind of marks up. Oh, we also had breakfast in the hotel, but it just kind of marks up how amazing it is. I was so happy because honestly, this kind of felt like us or me seeing Jurassic Park for the first time. And it was just kind of like a breath of fresh air from, how there's kind of like a breath of fresh air from doing Jurassic World gaming and stop motion, finally getting an IRL video out. But anyway, that's gonna wrap this video up. No, I wasn't that in depth, though I think I'm the only YouTuber who has made a video about this. But anyway, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Happy Memorial Day, guys. I hope I'm getting it out during that. And until next time, Raptor out.